Hi lovelies, welcome back. My name is Jen Rea with Origami Owl, the Independent Designer 1186, and for this video I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite things to have at my jewelry bar. And this jewelry bar item is not something that has been promoted by the company, but it's something that I have learned over time and over the years, as well as I've heard from other friends of mine who work from home and do home parties. So what this is are Lapboards. These Lapboards were actually gifted to me. I didn't buy these, and I'm like, what's the deal with Lapboards? You know, they're just like this cardboard thing. And so the more I looked into it, I realized this could actually be helpful because as I did parties, I was finding that I was not sharing the information that I should. I was not having the things that I have on there that I should have on there so that my customers and my attendees can actually see the things that I have forgotten to talk about. When you have a Lapboard, there are certain parts of it that you should utilize for maximum exposure of yourself and your business. So this Lapboard right here, it has a pocket right here where you can put your business card, and it has a pocket right here where you could put papers, and it has another pocket right here where you could put in anything that you want them to find out. So let me share with you some of the things that I use or put into my Lapboards. First and foremost, you saw that I put my business card in here. This way, if they don't know my name or they've forgotten my name throughout the events, they can say, oh, her name is Jenny Lou. Hey, Jenny Lou, instead of like, oh, hey, you. My name is right there. My contact number, you know, anything and everything that's on my business card is right there for them to see. And then what I also do is for my Lapboards, I always have the hostess exclusives on there because even if they're thinking of never ever doing an Origami Owl party, and even if they say no, at least throughout the night they were able to see that this was what you can have for free when you're hosting an Origami Owl party. So if they're like on the fence but they don't want you to bug them about it, this is a perfect way to actually say, hey, this is the rewards. If you're interested, take a look at this. It's already under the Lapboard. You don't have to come asking you, or you don't have to like really put it out in their face. But yeah, you may want to mention it at checkout, but for the most part, it's right here for them to see. And then next, also what I have on my Lapboards is, of course, the catalogs, because this is what's going to increase your sales. And people say, you know what, you don't really need catalogs. And some people actually only do parties with catalogs, but just have the catalogs right here. So when you give them your spiel or information about yourself at the party, you can just go ahead and give them a Lapboard. So the Lapboard will have a pen right here, the catalogs right on front. It's very, very pretty. And then the hostess exclusive right there. And then behind it is the order form. So all in here, including your business cards right there, you have everything that they need to know in regards to what is Origami Owl, who are you, what are the perks, or what are the benefits of being here, not only as a customer, but what are the future perks of possibly being a hostess or maybe even a designer. And I see that because in the back of my Lapboards, I have information about the company. So like I said earlier, they all have this right here, this clear lining where you can put stuff in there. So this is an old one, but once we have a new one come out, I'm going to have this here so they can know you can join our team with Origami Owl. And again, it's kind of like a non-invasive way of letting anyone know, or letting the person who has this be able to see that you can do this as a business. And a lot of times they see how successful and how in love people are at the jewelry bars that they are pretty interested in finding out more about doing Origami Owl as a business. Yeah, so I have this, and then I just want to show you what other things I have in the back. I share with them that there are 5 steps to creating a living locket with Origami Owl. And so step 1 right here, step 2, step 3. So also use it as a presentation, like a little spiel or talk about Origami Owl. And I literally used these Lapboards to talk about the company because it was, you know, visual. I could hold it up like that before I gave out the Lapboards with the stuff in it. So again, this is like the 5 steps of creating your own living locket. And this one right here is just a little bit of like the definitions and what things mean. Like, how come you're called designer? And what are some of the things that I need to do if I were to run my own Origami Owl business? So some of this stuff is covered in here. I have this right here because sometimes I do mention that with working from home, you can create your own perfect week. This is something that I might show to them and say, you know what? I actually get to dictate my hours. I don't have to be at work 9 to 5. I can do this 2 times a week, 1 time a week, or maybe just a couple times a month. It's really up to you. Origami Owl is that flexible. And then my other one, like this, I had this in here because I wanted them to know about the Mother's Day shipping deadlines and about our new takeout menu. And then when I actually got the takeout menu, I talked a little bit about how it's just so brand new and that they're one of the first people to actually see or have a takeout menu in their hands. In the back of this one, I talk about the points of difference with Origami Owl, what makes us different from anything else out there, anything that they might see that is similar out there, what makes us above the rest, and what qualities or additives that we do to our jewelry so that they know they're getting the best in regards to quality and everything else out there in the market. I have in this one the shipping options with Origami Owl because of the change ever since April 16. These are the new shipping options. They're glad to know that, hey, if you want it for this much, go ahead and have it all sent to the hostess. If you want it direct shipping to you, it's going to cost this much. Or if you have a group shipping, it's going to cost this much. So that's all in there. And then this is actually just the first page of the points of difference that I was talking about earlier. So this is the first page, and this is the second page right here. So that is pretty much what I have on my Lapboards and sharing with you what I do with them. Again, it's so that you can have in front of your guests and potential future designers everything that they need to know about Origami Owl. You never know. You never know who's a customer. You never know who's going to be a designer. You never know who wants more information. And I also thought about, I could see how another designer could take all this information and have each guest kind of just take a look at the back and share a little bit of what they see on their back. So instead of you doing a so-called presentation, you could actually have it more interactive and have them, share what it is written on the page. So maybe something that you may want to think about once you're a designer. But as for me, I just like to have the information in the back of each and every one that I give out, and then have them get something like this. So everything's all in one place. And so that is it for my Lapboards. I hope you find it useful. If there's a better way of using it that I have overlooked, please do share with me. And because I'm always just out there for growing and learning and also sharing what I've learned with other designers. And so anyway, I hope you find that useful. I honestly don't know where my friend got these Lapboards. So if I find out, I'll go ahead and put a link to it on the bottom. Or if you know, just go ahead and comment on the bottom. Please do subscribe if you find my information helpful. And also feel free to share with your team if this is something that you find helpful as well. Just subscribe. It is youtube.com/lockets with an S, N, charms. And I'll go ahead and put the link again on the bottom. So have a very blessed night. Talk to you guys later. Bye.